Welcome back to the channel. Today, guys, we are in my city, Chino Hills, and we are in one of the most anticipated developments in a long time, right? Like there's not much new construction going on. I think the last pretty big new construction project that I can remember was Villa Borba, and beautiful community. Hopefully we get to tour that one. But this, guys, this is Shady View, and super nice community, super anticipated. They've been building for a while. What I love is that you can see it from the interstate. So that really built up a lot of the anticipation as well. But today we're going to be touring three models, the oak models. So it's two single stories and two-story home. I love that you're gonna see some really cool surprises. I love what builders are doing nowadays with the homes because they know people are living in the homes longer. Also, there's multi-generations in the homes. Hint, hint, when you say multi-generation, right? You know you're gonna see some multi-gen somewhere in the mix. So super excited for you to see these homes. Again, they're gonna range anywhere from 1.3 up to almost 1.5 in the price range. So these are definitely not starter homes. So if you're on your second or third home, this is a great place to look. I know the price point may seem a little high, but still great value. Again, you're in Chino Hills, and Chino Hills is such an awesome place to live because it's kind of a gateway also to like Orange County. So if you can't afford Orange County, or that's a little bit, out of your range, you come to Chino Hills because you're right here, right? We're also very close to LA County. So you got Chino Hills, you got Diamond Bar, that's LA County. Really cool place to live. Like you get the best of both worlds. And the IE spans very far, but you're at the beginning of it all. So very close proximity to airports. You're gonna be about, less than 30 minutes from the Ontario airport. Also just over 30 minutes from the Orange County airport, and then you're gonna be about an hour 15 maybe to LAX. So super cool location, super cool homes. And again, if this is your first time visiting the channel, go ahead and shoot us a follow because we're gonna be taking you to all of the homes in the IE, showing you what you can get at every stage of life in the Inland Empire. So without further ado, let's get into today's video. All right, guys, so we're at the Oak at Shady View Residence 1. So super excited to show you guys these homes. 3-bedroom, 3-bath, 2386 square feet, listed at 1.3 million. So come on, guys, let's get into it. All right, here we go. Again, Residence 1, Oak at Shady View. As soon as you enter, first of all, it feels good. It's hot outside, so it feels great in here. But this is gonna be your first bedroom when you walk in. So I guess the kid that's the loudest, you put them here if you do have a young family, because I'm pretty sure you won't be able to hear them in the back. All right, so they'll have their kind of their own restroom here. So it is a full bath, nicely designed. Notice that there are no doors there, but guess what? When you buy your home, there will be doors. And love this, especially since more people are working from home. The crazy thing is this office actually feels much bigger than the actual first bedroom. So I guess people work more than they sleep these days. Here's gonna be your second bedroom. And you know what? This one actually looks bigger than the first bedroom. I hope the video does it justice, but this one's actually feels bigger than the first bedroom. So this is gonna be probably your favorite kid. They would get that room. And then also they get their own bathroom. And guess what? They also have first dibs on washer and dryer. And then right when we come past that, this beauty, like look how open this is. So this is going to be your kitchen. I love this huge walkway. You typically don't see that, and this huge island. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. You can seat 4 at the island, but then also we spill over into the dining area and there's another 8 there. So You can seat a huge family. You can have huge events here. And then look at this, pantry. Can't forget about the pantry. So huge pantry there, but this is the living area. So kitchen, dining, living all in one space. And it's pretty open. And I love like the ceilings. I don't know if you can see it, but they're at a slope, like an incline. So they shoot up, it gets taller as you get to the other bedroom, which we'll go through. But let's check this out before we go back there. So I love these accordion style doors. Let's see if you can see it. Boom, 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 boom. Opens way up. Let me back up so you can see that whole shot. Look at that, like that's California living right there. Super wide open. You got the indoor married to the outdoor. And look at this. I don't know if I would design it like this, but super dope. Like a lot of sitting. This is definitely for entertaining, but also it's much bigger than I thought it would be. So that was a surprise. But before we end this tour, I know you guys want to see the primary. Again, 3-bedroom, 3 baths. So we looked at the first 2 bedrooms. This is going to be the 3rd bedroom. Super large. Like you could actually put more seating, like another, I would maybe put a couch, put a bench there, and then, or something against the wall, but tons of space in here. And then let's check out the primary bathroom. So we do have his and her sinks here. You know, not as large as you would think, but I love that there's the soaker tub here, so deep tub here, and then you have a stand-up shower, and then, you know, you'll have a door here, and then you'll have the throne right there. And lastly, your walk-in closet. So super cool. Again, 3-bedroom, 3-bath, 2386 square feet, single story, which is probably the huge selling point here. And the time you're watching this video, we're at right about 1.3 on this one. So if you have any questions, again, hit that number below. Would love to answer any questions on this one, but we got 2 more to see, so sit tight. Thanks so much for tuning in to the channel. We have some exciting news. So we just relaunched, and to thank you guys for viewing the channel, supporting the channel, we're gonna be giving away $10,000 to one of our subscribers this year to help them purchase their new home. So all you have to do is be subscribed to the channel and fill out the form below. We're gonna select one lucky winner this year before the end of the year, and you're gonna get $10,000 towards closing of your new home. So again, appreciate you guys supporting the new channel. We're excited about the launch, and we're excited to help as many people as possible. Back to the show. All right, guys, so here we are at Residence 2. Okay, this is gonna be a 3-bedroom, 3.5 bath, and we are at 2888 square feet. Also, price point is going to be 1.46, and this is another single story. So again, the first one we saw was a single story. This one's a single story as well. Let's see what the layout looks like in here, but let's go check it out. Okay, here we go. As soon as you enter, my God, that's a long walkway, right? As soon as you enter to the right, though, you're going to have your first 2 rooms. So let's check it out. So here's the first room. It's gonna be right at the front of your home. Small closet there. But then guess what? We got a bathroom right here. So here's your bathroom. And then you have a neighbor. So you're gonna have a neighbor not too far away from you. So your second bedroom is right here. But what I love so far is that every bedroom essentially has its own bathroom. So you don't find that too often. So every bedroom has its own bathroom. And let's continue down this long walkway, and then to our left, like one of the features they really put on the forefront here is going to be this formal dining area. I don't know how many people use a formal dining area, but you got one when you buy this house. And then directly across from the formal dining is going to be your washroom. So there's storage in here as well. Storage, washer, dryer there. And let's continue. Is this our half bath? Yes. This is gonna be our half bath, okay? So this is our half bath here. Also more storage, so tons of storage. And let's go, guys. So you open up to, this is, can you hear the echo? Like that's how large it is in here. And they have the upgraded appliances, so super cool. This time they're stainless steel. So cafe appliances, it's gonna be your microwave, stove here, and then you have the 6-burner stove here, also with another oven there. So really large island, really large island. One of the largest I've ever seen, actually. Okay, here's your dishwasher, everything here, your fridge, again, everything cafe appliances. Look at this very long kind of office setup, you know, so built-ins here, and you have all of this space. You'll have to hire a interior decorator because this is so much space, and we're probably not used to seeing this much space, especially in a, single story, but this is very large for the Chino Hills area. So 88 square feet, really nice size lot, big backyard. So if you're looking to put a pool in, that's always something that we look at, just the possibility. You can do that here, okay? So tons of seating, all right? So we got, again, 4, you could probably even squeeze 5 here. You have 1 dining area here, then we also have the formal dining. And last but not least, here's gonna be the primary. So I can already see how large it is. Really big. Let's check out that bathroom. My goodness. Yeah, so they didn't miss a beat on the bathrooms, the primaries, and the kitchens are really nice. And here's the walk-in. I would think it would be bigger, but there's the walk-in. Now, I have another, hung out with me so long, I have another surprise for you. I have a special guest today, and she's actually gonna make her debut here on the inn. All right, guys, so this is gonna be the Residence 3. This is probably one of my favorite of all the models. 1, because it's a 2-story. 2, because there's one feature that will be sort of a surprise to you. I know it was a surprise to me, but right now, this one's, again, 4-bedroom, 3.5 bath. We're at 3,100 square feet, and we're at a 1.46 price point. So let's go check it out. Whoa, look at that. I love the entryway. Love the paneling on the walls, super white. Now, I'm gonna give you the surprise early. Here's the surprise. So check this out. It's like you're entering your own apartment, okay? So this has like a multi-gen feel to it. So when you walk in, there's like a living space, like a living area, and then there's a wet bar here, there's a mini fridge, there's cabinetry here, and then you're going to go into a single bedroom. So nice size bedroom, but essentially the person here has their own living space. So it's like a little 1-bedroom apartment inside your beautiful $1 million home. And then when you walk in, to your left is the wash area. So washer and dryer, actually pretty big room. And then you have a bathroom as well right here. So we show 1 bedroom, we've shown 2 bathrooms, and here we go. This is the kitchen space. So what I love about the kitchen, first we'll go there, is I really love the cafe appliances. So super nice touch. When that first model, it just had regular, I think, stainless steel GE appliances. This one, we have the upgraded appliances. So touch screen, everything matches. I love that kind of that copper type look on the knobs, but 6-burner stove, farm kitchen, sink. Here's the living room. And the dining room is kind of pushed to the side over there, but I love it because if you're cooking right here, you can talk to everyone in the dining area. Also the ceiling height, super high in here. Like I didn't expect that when I came in. And just like the other models, the backyard, these actually have some really nice lot sizes on them. Look at how big this lot is. You can definitely put together or put in a pool, have some really great barbecues back here. So definitely a lot of space back here. And hopefully these guys will be done working by the time you move in, so you can get rid of all that noise. But so far, I really like this spot. And let's check out I believe this is the primary. Yeah, so this is the primary. Your primary is going to be on level 1 on the first floor of your place. Yep, this is definitely it. Check out the tub. So large soaker tub. And then we have pretty nice size shower with some seating in there. Gonna have a walk-in closet here. Really nice. Okay. And then, you know, his and her vanities there. And I like how it's separated. You get your side, I get my side. And like I mentioned, this one of the 3 models, this one is going to be a 2-story. So let's go check out what's on level 2. I think you're gonna find a bit of a surprise there. But again, I am a licensed real estate professional here in the IE, serving Chino Hills, all the other cities in between and around here. So if you have any questions, go ahead and send me a call, shoot me a text, drop me an email. But here we go, guys. So this is upstairs, right? And you come up to a loft. So I call this like the clubhouse, guys. So you can have your drinks here. You just kind of hang out. You have 2 nice sized bedrooms. Here's one. So this is bedroom number 3. Okay. There's a walk-in closet there, a small walk-in closet. And then you're going to have your own bathroom here. Well, shared bathroom, but. And then here's going to be the last bedroom. So I like this area. This is like the kids' hangout spot up here. Like, this is completely separate from what you have going on downstairs. So love it. All right, now let's dive into the lifestyle portion of this video. So this is the map tour, guys. This is going to show you what the lifestyle is like when living in this community. So you're going to get shopping, the schools, the airports, the malls, like all that vital stuff you need to know, all the things you're going to be doing when you're not living in the house, right? So this is very vital. And again, you can't get this anywhere else. So before we get into that, this might not be the property you like, right? There may be other new construction homes that you're looking for. And again, I can help you with new construction or resale homes. But if you're looking for new construction, they don't always show up. So what you want to do is you want to scan this QR code right here. This is going to go to a site that I built just for you guys. That's going to show you probably about 90+% of all of the new construction that's going to be located here in the IE. But also, again, you can look anywhere in the LA metro. So LA, Orange County, it's going to show you just about everything. So let's get right into it. All right, guys, welcome to the map tour. And I want to show you exactly where you'll be, well, where Chino Hills is on the map, right? But also where Shady View is on the map. So here we are. So this is Chino Hills, okay? So in relation to Los Angeles is way over here, okay? So all of this is considered Los Angeles, and then Los Angeles County is very large. But all this is considered Los Angeles, and this is probably about an hour or so away from Chino Hills, but just so you can see kind of where you are. And if you want to get to LA, if you're in Chino Hills on Shady View, what you're going to do is you're going to take the 91, and then you can take the 60, and that'll take you all the way over to LA. Or you can go south, and you can take this 91, which you probably do if you're here. You can take the 91, and then this could take you also into LA, but also it could take you into Orange County. And if you'd like, it could take you all the way to San Diego. So you would take the 91, you take the 71 here in Chino Hills, take to the 91 to the 15, and then that'll take you all the way south, okay? So I hope that helps. Now, Shady View in relation to Chino Hills is probably gonna be the furthest south you can get in Chino Hills. Like, you're literally, it's the last community. There it is. It's the last community in the city before you're going down to that 91, which could take you directly into Corona. So let's get into it. So if you're living here in Shady View and your kids are in elementary school, so that school is going to be Butterfield Ranch. And here it is. It's literally right here. So 7-minute walk, 2-minute drive, get in your car, get out. This is going to be Butterfield Ranch. So that's going to be your school. And once you matriculate out to junior high, your junior high is going to be Townsend. So that's going to be a little further away. So yeah, so it's like a 13-minute drive over to Townsend. So that's going to be your junior high, and then the high school is going to be pretty close. So it's going to be Chino Hills High, Chino Hills High School. So here you go. So Chino Hills High is just a 7-minute drive. So pretty convenient, pretty great schools. If you want more information on those schools, you can go into the caption section below, and I have a link to great schools where you can get all the information you need about the schools. So there's going to be a bunch of other options as well, but those are the main ones. So you can go ahead and research those, and then if you have any other questions, go ahead and comment below. Now, restaurants and shopping. So that's going to be pretty convenient as well. So there's an area called the Shops at Chino Hills. And funny enough, that's where I'm sitting right now. So my office is in the Shops. So stop by, come and see us if you like. But we're going to be a 13-minute drive away. And just some of the stores that are here. Some of the big stores are, there's a Victoria's Secrets, there's a Trader Joe's, there is a Banana Republic, there's a Lens Crafters, Barnes and Nobles, a bunch of other little shops, but that's some of what you're gonna get here. And the restaurants are Wood Ranch, Yard House, and then PF Chang's that's right here as well. So super cool area. And also there's going to be a movie theater just a little further north. So it's the Harkins Chino Hills, but then also we have the Costco that's going to be right here. And if you're a Sam's person, you're going to have a Sam's as well. And that's going to be up in, there's another shopping area called the Chino Spectrum. Chino Spectrum. Let's see. Chino Spectrum Town Center. Okay, so the Chino Spectrum right here. There's going to be a Walmart. There's going to be a Sam's Club. So here's a Sam's Club right here. Sam's Club, Walmart, In-N-Out, Nordstrom Rack. Then there's going to be a Target. So everything you need, guys, is just about 11 minutes away. And if you're a person that travels, right? When I first moved out here, I was traveling all the darn time because I was still working in corporate America for the railroad. And my airport of choice was always the Ontario Airport. Ontario Airport. Okay, so it's 28 minutes away, but it's just going to save you a lot more time going here. It's a smaller airport, and if you're staying here on the West Coast, you could possibly get some direct flights. But if you're going to the East Coast, you're going to have to have a layover, so you're gonna have to change planes. But it's so worth it, because let me show you the difference. So this is Ontario Airport, and your other options are, my second option, let's go second option first. So my second option would be John Wayne Airport. Let's show you where that is. So that's 31 minutes, 3 minutes extra to go to John Wayne, just because of where you are in Orange County, right? So this is another easy airport. You literally park right outside of the terminal. So super easy to get to. Also, I mean, just being in Chino Hills, I do a lot in Orange County, more than I do in LA, because it's just so convenient to get to. Okay. And then speaking of LA, let's talk about that. So LAX Airport. LAX right now, what time is it? It's like 11 in the morning, so it shouldn't be bad at all. But it's an hour, let's see here, hour 4 minutes to LAX Airport, which doesn't sound bad, right? But I've gone to LAX before, and every interstate that I was on, there was an accident. So literally leaving 2.5 hours before my flight, almost 3 hours before my flight, and still missed my flight. So I just don't like dealing with that, because also like going might be fine, but depending on what time you get back into the city, oh, this could take you an hour and a half, 2 hours to get home. So I'd rather just take the layover and be in the airport versus having to get us a big surprise when I get back. So those are the airports. So we went over kind of the shopping, some of the restaurants, the schools, the airport. And then the last thing we'll talk about is the beaches, guys. This is why you move to LA, right? So one of my favorite beaches is going to be Newport. So Newport Beach. And again, it's a 47-minute drive. I like to get up on Sundays and drive down to the beach early in the morning, get a run in, get some breakfast in. Super cool, right? Pretty close to that beach. And then there's a long strip of beaches across there that you can go to. And the last thing we'll pull up is, I don't know if you're a Disney person, but Disney's only 36 minutes away. So I hope that helps when you're considering moving to Chino Hills, moving to Shady View. Again, if you have questions, do me a favor and shoot us a text, send us a call, drop us an email, and get you more information. But back to the show. All right, guys, so that concludes our tour here. I want to give you a little more information before we get into the details, because I got a special guest here. Say hi. This is my wife.
Hello.
She actually came to work with me today. So she'll be able to give you a really cool perspective on what she thought about all of the different homes. But first I want to go ahead and tell you guys what the tax rate is, because that's very important out here. So tax rate here is actually really low. So 1.1% tax rate versus some of the other new constructions where you're in the 1.7 to almost 2% with the Melrose, right? So Melrose here is only like $41. So super cool there, but the HOA is going to be over $500. So I think it's $569. So pretty up there. But once everything is done, I think you're going to be able to find some value because of the amenities that the place have, also the walkability. And I mean, it's just really nice, but also you'll always be able to sell this home because there's a lot of demand. And this is the only show in town in terms of new construction, right? It's just the only show in town in terms of new construction. So it's gonna be the newest homes in Chino Hills. So you'll definitely be able to get rid of those. But with that said, what did you think?
My absolute favorite was the Residence One, the smaller single story. And let me explain why.
Yeah.
When I think about my next home, especially at this stage of my life, I know that everybody's at different stages in their life, but at this stage of my life, I am thinking about ease and I am thinking about overall layout. And so I really liked Residence One because it was smaller, but it was just the space was really well laid out. I didn't have to freak out about furnishing the whole unit as opposed to Residence 3, which is just mind-blowingly large. And then Residence 2 was also really, really nice for those families that are large, have some younger kids. But yeah, Residence 1 was absolutely my favorite.
Okay, so my favorite was actually Residence 2, and for a couple of different reasons, right? Like it had the most surprises, like it had everything, right? So I love that it had the in-law suite. So bonus. But then also that upstairs kind of area. If you have kids, I know if I was a kid, I would love that area because there was like a playroom there. And then me and my other sibling had our own room. There was a fridge up there. So hands down, I think that Residence 2.
If you have a young family, Residence 2, if you're kind of moving more towards, what do they call it? Empty nesters. If you're moving towards that, I don't know. I really liked Residence 1. It was great. Love it's laid out.
Everybody thinks about
Cleaning too, guys. I'm thinking about how long is it going to take to clean it? So
yeah. Well, again, I love Residence 2. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video, but go ahead and follow us just so that you can see what we post next. But again, I am a local real estate. Well, actually, you're licensed too, huh? So we're both real estate professionals here. So if you need to buy, sell, invest, go ahead and hit the information down below. But we'll see you on the next video. Have a great week.